Assalamualaikum. My name is Ibrahim Masood and I'm a student at Salahuddin Islamic School. I'd like to welcome everyone to this little brief video about a book I read called The Tipping Point by Malcolm Gladwell. Malcolm Gladwell is a Canadian speaker, Canadian journalist, and a best-selling author. He was born to a psychotherapist and a British mathematics professor. Gladwell claims that his role model as a writer was his mother, who was a psychotherapist. His father was a mathematics professor. And at the age of 11, his father would bring him to Waterloo University, and because he would teach there and whatnot, and he would let Malcolm wander around the facility, and Malcolm mainly spending a lot of time reading in the library. So later in the years, he graduated with a degree in history from the University of Toronto in 1984. Gladwell has written 4 books, of which a great seller, The Tipping Point. So this is The Tipping Point, How Little Things Can Make a Big Difference by Malcolm Gladwell. This is #1 national bestseller. So I'll start to talk about this book off by a quote from the book, where Gladwell says, "The tipping point is that magic moment when an idea, trend, or social behavior crosses the threshold, tips and spreads like wildfire." Now, this was the main quote in the book, and this book basically talks about Gladwell's insight into social dynamics, which provides concrete laws governing the trends of human behavior. It gives a basic understanding of how a fashion trend outbreaks, or how social smoking becomes an addiction, or even how crime acts like a wave in society. The title of this book is actually The Concept of Every Widespread Action in Life. So, as you can see, the title being that concept, a tipping point, everything has a tipping point. And that point is a dramatic moment when everything changes simultaneously, because a threshold has been crossed and the situation might have been building for some time. The result of the tip point can either be good or bad. Sometimes the result is not known. So, for example, in the book, he talks about the word contagion, or contagious, and how people usually see this in one perspective as a disease that is contagious and spreads from being to being. He gives another way at which the word does not only deal with the disease. He sees it from a different perspective and looks at it in the way that he can sort of mix it with the word yawning and the action yawning. So he demonstrates that the word yawning itself can make you yawn upon reading it. And the person seeing you yawn will yawn, therefore he was infected by a yawning syndrome. So he proves that the word yawning is contagious, or yawning itself is contagious, and it's not only related to disease. And the cycle continues to the next person, and so on and so forth. And there's no good or bad from yawning. It's just that it's a trend, that it starts with one person and eventually spreads. So that's one thing that he talks about in the book, showing that you have to look at things from a different perspective. You can't see things in one view only. You can't look at it closed-mindedly. So another example that he uses in the book is social smoking. And social smoking before was just basic smoking. It's a thing that you do to sort of forget your problems and issues. So now it's become a thing that you do as a group with your friends to look cool. Okay, so smoking started out as a need for becoming lightheaded and whatnot, and it was an addiction. So you had, as soon as you took one, you had to take another one. But now it's not just the addiction part, but the fact that people want to start smoking because it makes them look cool. And you could say it came to that point when one person who was well known or followed by a lot of people blew a cigar and said only high ranked or cool people smoke. Now, this statement is the tipping point for social smoking. So let's look at it from a different view. The action of smoking, let's say the action of smoking is like a match standing up. Okay, the match is lit. Nothing but the match is lit. And the person who says it and who he is able to influence determines the amount of gasoline widespread around the match. So now you have your match and you have gasoline all around it. And the words that he says now about smoking pushes the match down. It's what's gonna cause like the match to reach its fall point and tip over. So his words push the match down and it slowly hits the gasoline around and makes a fire. So now if we go back to the point where of reality where he says that smoking is done by high ranked or cool people. Now everyone who saw him say that will start smoking because they want to be of higher class or be cooler. So that's how he spread out, how social smoking spread out to a wide point. Now, let's say he didn't say that it made you cool or it made you high ranked. Let's say he said smoking makes you less of a woman. Not saying that smoking isn't for women, but smoking actually isn't good for anybody. It's bad. Don't smoke. But if he said that statement, only a few men would smoke, and this would not become a social smoking trend. Women wouldn't start smoking because it makes you less of a woman. So why would a woman smoke? Unless if you're that kind of odd type, freaky type thing. So yeah, forget that. So less men would smoke, and you'd have that small group of people smoking only. So if we go back in the analytical form, this means that the amount of gasoline around the match is less. It's actually less than what it was before, because now he influences only a small amount of people. Okay? So that whole tipping point concept is the case of the book and what it deals with. And in the book there are many more interesting scenarios that will amaze you. And at the end of this reading, you'll definitely see the world differently in a much more thorough view. Okay? So thanks for watching.